Hi Year 10s, I'm just going to go over the starter question from Friday that was on the bottom left. It was a UK Maths Challenge question and I momentarily forgot how I'd worked it out. Anyway, we were told that these two isosceles triangles have the same area. Okay, so I'm just going to put a big A for area. So this one's got area A and this one's got area A. Right, now I'm just going to think about how do we find the area. Okay, well, we know we do half base times height, so let's have a look at this one here. I'm going to split it down here to get the perpendicular height. Okay, so I'm going to call that H. We know the full base length we'll call B. Okay, so we also know that this length here must be B, because it's isosceles, and then these two lengths here are B as well. Alright, so we know that that's going to give us the area of that triangle. If we look at this one, it's nice and symmetric, isn't it? So we could split that one down the middle. That would give us half the area on each side. So let me just draw one of those. Okay, so we know that this length here is B. We know that this time the area is a half A. Okay, and that we have a right angle here, and if the whole thing was 2x, this is going to be x. Okay, but if you have a little look at the triangle we've got here, so this one, and you have a look at this one, they're both right angle triangles, they both have a length b, and they both have an angle x, so the other angle would be 90 minus x, yep, and so they're the same triangle. Okay, they're a different way up, so our h here would be this distance there, wouldn't it? Okay, it's like a reflection. Alright, so that tells us that if this has got an area of half h, then that orange triangle is a half h, and if that's half h, then the other side, so this is a half a, sorry, half a not half h, then this other side of the triangle has also got to be a half a. Alright, but they both have the same height. Okay, and to find the area we do a half of base times height. So we do a half of this little base times that height. And that's got to give us the same answer as a half of this little base times that height. So that means that both of these little bases must be exactly the same. Okay, which then tells us this other side, so these have got to be exactly the same triangle. The orange one and the blank one have got to be the same triangle. Okay, so then this length here has to be B as well. So we have got three sides of a triangle all with the same length, which means we have an equilateral triangle. Okay, and if we have an equilateral triangle, okay, we know that all of the internal angles are 60 degrees, so that tells us that x is 60 degrees.